understand today we're going to be talking about the 3 most important people buyers should have when buying a house.
Yeah, so the 3 most important people that every home buyer should have in their corner. We'll start off with number 1 is a real estate agent. So that's pretty obvious. When you're buying a house, you should have an expert helping you out. And basically, it's to ensure that everything is getting done correctly and that nothing is getting overlooked. They say that buying a house is one of the most expensive purchases you make in your lifetime. So you really want someone there helping you out, basically holding your hand throughout the process of buying a home.
Yeah, I can only imagine like just trying to go in solo cold turkey and just, if you don't have like the expertise in the background, there's so many of the little details that could be easily just go by as oversights without you guys guiding along.
Exactly. Yeah. And, a lot of people, they say, well, what if I want to go, for sale by owner? I'm like, you know what? That is perfectly fine. I'm going to fully support that. I'm not going to hold you off from buying the house of your dreams, but definitely still have a real estate agent helping you out with the paperwork. Because it's legal documents that you want to make sure that you're getting done correctly. So a story that I have, I know someone who went for sale by owner and did not have a real estate agent working with her, and she ended up putting down like over $20,000 in earnest money. And I was like, oh my gosh, why did you do that? And it shows that you want that real estate expert helping you out, guiding you, so that things like that are getting taken care of correctly. There was a lot of hiccups with that transaction. The seller wasn't doing what the seller should have done, but there was no one guiding either side. So very messy. And having a real estate agent, at the end of the day, you want to make sure that that doesn't happen to you. It's a big purchase. You want to make sure that, you're feeling 100% confident when you have to sign those documents at closing day. So definitely recommend getting a real estate agent to help you out.
Yeah, that was very finely stated because, I would not want to imagine trying to go in just on my own trying to do that. I want the help of the realty experts at Berkshire Hathaway because, it's signing all the documents. I want to know what you're signing and what you're getting yourself into.
And there's not a single transaction that's the same. Every transaction is different. You don't know there's going to be hiccups, but you want the real estate agent helping you out. I don't want my clients losing sleep over it or stressing out about it. I want to be there making sure that I'm taking care of it so that they can sleep at night.
Yeah, very, very well stated. So who do we have for our second most important person?
So the second most important person you want in your corner is a lender. A lot of my clients come to me already working with a lender. They're already been pre-approved. But there's a lot of first-time home buyers who might not know the process yet, and they still need to get in contact with a lender. So I have a good list of all the great lenders in town that I give to them, and I recommend that they contact multiple lenders, just like you would with a real estate agent. Contact multiple, see who's going to work out for you, see who's going to give you good rates, all that fun stuff. But, again, buying a house is one of the most important purchases you make in your lifetime. So you want to make sure you have an expert on the financial side who's going to be able to help you out and answer those questions.
Yeah, just kind of like the as they always say, do your homework.
Right, do your homework. And, lenders also, they make sure that the house that you're going to be buying is in good legal standing so that there's no liens against the property or anything like that. So when you do get to closing day, you can close on the house. It doesn't get pushed back. So the last thing you want is to get your closing date pushed back.
Yeah, I can only there has to probably been examples in the past where some people, they thought they have everything in the clear, then all of a sudden, wait a second, there's some surprise legal paperwork we got to attend to.
Exactly, and there's nothing worse than having all your ducks in a row and then finding out you can't close on your house. So it's supposed to be an exciting day, so you want to make sure you have all your ducks in a row.
And you guys at Berkshire Hathaway must have a good list of lenders to contact for your clients.
We do. Yep, we have a great list of lenders. And again, we recommend that you call more than one just to make sure that you're getting the best rate that you can. All lenders in town are wonderful, and they all offer different incentives. So just calling around, seeing what works best for you.
Absolutely. So who do we have for the third most important person for when buying a home?
So the third most important person you want to have on your team when buying a house is a home inspector. During this last summer, the ultra hot market that we had, a lot of home inspections were getting waived. A lot of contingencies were getting waived, and home inspections, they're not required, but I do recommend them 10 out of 10 times to all of my buyers, especially first-time home buyers. You're buying a house and you want to know the full health of it. You've never lived in it before. So you want to, you don't know what the owner did or didn't do to the house. So home inspectors, again, we have a big list of home inspectors in town too, and we recommend our clients call, set up a home inspection. Home inspectors, they do a thorough job walking through the house, like every inch of the house. And they also give you that detailed list so that you can go back at it and look at everything that needs to be done.
Yeah, it sounds like those guys are the true experts at as the saying goes, every nook and cranny, what exactly to look for that would probably go right over my head.
Right. And, honestly, like I go to all the home inspections with my clients, and just listening to them, I learned so much about what you should do for your home, what you shouldn't do for your home. So, definitely having that home inspector is another important person you want on your team.
What are a couple of interesting examples of just little things that would just kind of wouldn't think of to look for on the walkthrough that could easily be missed?
Right. So, when I walk through homes, I can see things on the surface that might be a red flag to my eyes, but home inspectors, they go up in the attic. I don't do that during a showing. I'm not going up in an attic and looking at how much insulation there is in there. I can see things like peeling paint and whatnot that's concerning, but ultimately we say we want the home inspector to check that out.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, absolutely. I believe Paul has a comment here. Yeah. Oh, yep. Go ahead.
I could say.
Oh, whoops. Yep. There we go. Go ahead.
Well, just even like that home inspector for my house, even when I got it, you don't think about it when you're buying a house in the summer. Everything looks great, but then you forget that winter's coming and have that boiler checked or anything along those lines, because nothing worse than buying a house and then finding out that it's freezing in the middle of winter.
Right. And I bought my first house last year. It's a fixer-upper. So I knew that I was buying it sold as is, but I still got that home inspection. And to this day, I still look back at it and I have my to-do list of things that I know I need to get done. But if I wouldn't have gotten that home inspection, I wouldn't have ever known. So.
Yeah. It's nice to have a checklist, things to do around the house. I know I've gone to like families' homes or friends' homes and just see nice little reminders on the fridge, cleaning day checklist or annual quarter or just like monthly, just things to do to check, like I said, boilers, other things around the properties. It'd be great to have that list of resources available.
It is. And, YouTube and Google can only tell you so much. Home inspectors, they have their eyes, they know what to do. So it's a great contact to have in your phone just so that you can contact those home inspectors and ask, what do I do? My roof is leaking, so. And
that's great. I want to say on past Berkshire Hathaways that in addition to the home inspectors too, that you guys are great in being hands-on with clients too, if little things like that come up.
Correct. Yep. We have all the contact information that we need. So, if clients ever need anything, we're able to give that to them right away.
Yeah, that's always a great resource to have on hand. So let's recap the list here one more time here. 3 most important people buyers should have when buying a house.
Okay, so the first one is your real estate agent. The second one is a lender, or also known as a loan officer. And the third one is the home inspector.
Before we wrap up today, Caitlin Ramseth, what is the best way for everyone to reach out and contact you?
So I am on all social media platforms if you type in Caitlin Ramseth. But the best way to contact me is through text or call. My number is 320-267-6692.
There you go. And once again, we want to give a strong recommendation for everyone. If they missed out on the Wednesday edition of the Berkshire Hathaway podcast, that's where people can get to know you, learn your path to becoming a Berkshire Hathaway realtor.
Yep.
All right, so that is a wrap for your Friday edition of the Berkshire Hathaway podcast. Many thanks again to Caitlin Ramseth for joining us today.